add more vegetables to your diet, I'm going to show you a very simple recipe for balsamic asparagus. You'll just need a few simple things. Of course, you'll need your asparagus. You'll also need a balsamic vinegar, some salt, pepper, a container to stir up the asparagus, another container to make an ice bath for it, and a pot of boiling water. Now, I've already started this water boiling on high, and I have added a teaspoon of salt. Now, to prepare the asparagus, all you have to do is take the stalk and snap it. And where it breaks off is exactly where it needs to. This part is very woody and not very good texture. So, I'm going to do these to the rest. Okay. And now that our water is boiling, we'll just add our asparagus. And it's going to need to boil for about 2 to 3 minutes. I'm going to start a timer. Now, the cooking process that we're using today is called blanching. It's where you plunge a food into boiling water for a set amount of time, and then immediately cool it off in an ice bath to stop the cooking process. This is used for a couple of different reasons. You can heighten and set the color and flavor with this method. It actually brings the chlorophyll to the surface of the skin of the asparagus. So it makes it a beautiful, bright, vibrant green. It also gives it a wonderful flavor. It's also going to make it just tender enough to bite into it and to absorb a little of the balsamic vinegar when we add it to the end. So while we're waiting on the asparagus to boil, I'm going to prepare my water bath. I'm going to fill it with water. We'll also be using our tongs as well to remove the asparagus from the water as soon as it's finished. And you don't necessarily need to time the asparagus. You can also just watch it while it's boiling and get an idea of whether or not it's finished. It's going to be a very bright green when it's finished. Also, you can use the tongs to sort of squeeze the stalk. And if it leaves an indentation without breaking the skin of the asparagus, then it's perfect. Let's say this needs about another 30 seconds. And after we've pulled out the asparagus and added it to the ice bath, we're going to let it cool down for just a few minutes. And then we're just going to simply top it with salt and pepper and cover it in balsamic vinegar, and then cover it and let it sit in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes or so, just long enough for it to marinate and for the asparagus to soak up the balsamic. These look about done. I'm going to take my ice bath. Try to get them out as quickly as possible. And also go ahead and turn the heat off on the stove. And we'll cool off in the ice bath. Going to put the asparagus in about a teaspoon of salt. Teaspoon of salt to your taste. If you like a little bit of salt, just add. You're just going to warm up enough to make a layer at the bottom of the pan. here. So that the asparagus can soak it up as it's sitting there. And then just let it soak for a little while in the refrigerator, and you have a delicious and simple side dish to serve with any meal.